Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this discussion of Michigan Medicine Medical Genetics faculty. We'll get started today by asking some questions about your experiences here as faculty in our program. Can you tell me why you chose your faculty position at Michigan Medicine?
I chose to stay at Michigan Medicine for my faculty position because it really offered an opportunity for me to pursue the clinical work that I wanted to do as a medical geneticist and a pediatrician, but also the opportunity to build my own research lab and to interact with patients across the age spectrum from newborns through adulthood, and also with a wide variety of providers in medical genetics, pediatrics, internal medicine, neurology, OB-GYN, and the surgical subspecialties. So I felt that the world was my oyster at Michigan Medicine, and for the past 32 years, that really has held to be true.
I think I would echo some of that. I was really drawn here just by it being the whole full package. You know, everyone's great to work with. There's fantastic teamwork, so much opportunity in research, as already mentioned, but also in education and a really great opportunities for patient care around the state.
I joined Michigan Medicine more recently, having trained in New York City, and what immediately drew me to the University of Michigan is the collegiality and camaraderie of my colleagues, of the staff, of the trainees, and really how everyone is jointly unified towards the common mission of academic medicine, and it really has been inspirational to be here.
Tell me about your interactions with the genetics trainees in our medical genetics residency program.
We take them out to outreach clinics, genetics outreach clinics in Marquette and Traverse City. And those are great venues for the resident to get away from Ann Arbor and see patients in completely different settings.
Yeah, I think we have really strong trainees here that are so much fun to work with. And they also know we're very accessible. So I feel like our trainees know they can always reach out to a faculty member with a question. And so many of us are involved in education and didactics that it's a really close relationship that we get to build over time.
Yeah, there's a really numerous opportunities, both formally and informally, to interact with our residents, including on the research side as well, as many of them are actively involved in both clinical as well as translational research, as well as in our case conferences and grand rounds. So it's really a rich environment for learning and for interactions with the faculty at many different levels.
What aspect of the program do you think is really outstanding but doesn't get the attention it deserves, maybe?
The experience here is really unparalleled when it comes down to the pediatric genetic bread and butter, the biochemical disorders and newborn screening, adult and cancer genetics, neurogenetics, and the opportunities here that are combined, that can be combined with research. It's sort of a breadth issue, I think.
Yeah, I think our division's dedication to education is something we maybe even take for granted, but it's really unique that we have, you know, multiple meetings during a week with a journal club discussing patient cases in addition to the scheduled didactic time. So I think that's really awesome.
I would comment that I think the unique opportunity to build a career here in an individualized way is underappreciated. If you think about the opportunities as a trainee to really craft a career that fits you and build your own expertise to become an internationally recognized expert in any given area, it's wonderful. You can be a kid in a candy shop here.
So what's the best part about working at Michigan Medicine?
I would have to say the best part of working at Michigan Medicine is all of the faculty, the staff, and my friends in the division and my colleagues, and the breadth of experience in subspecialties. If I've got a question about just about anything, I know somebody that I can ask. And the divisional staff, both in pediatric genetics as well as genetic medicine and internal medicine, together as a group, they're just outstanding. You can get help with just about anything.
I would echo that. It's really the people that make up this place and make it what it is, and the reason I have stayed here all these years and plan to never leave.
I wholeheartedly agree. That was how I felt the first time I interviewed here. I felt like, wow, these people are people that I'm going to want to work with. And I still enjoy that and enjoy coming to work every day.
Yeah, I agree with everybody. It really is the people. I mean, inevitably we'll have ups and downs in our careers, but there's always somebody to be able to call on, to get advice, to get help, to get mentorship. People are so open and welcoming here. It's remarkable.
So describe some of the great things about living in Ann Arbor and the surrounding areas.
Well, I can say that we are close to lakes, and as an avid swimmer, I really love going to the lakes and swimming, especially in the summer. And in the winter, if you like cross-country skiing, there are ample cross-country skiing and hiking trails. If you like birds and the outdoors, it's really a wonderful place to be close to nature.
Yeah, I would say I lived in large cities for 10 years before coming here, and I haven't missed them at all since moving to Ann Arbor. I feel like a lot of the things I enjoyed the most, like great restaurants, cultural opportunities, they're all still here, but without the traffic and with parks in your backyard. And the public transportation is also really good, at least, pre-COVID. It's going to get back to what it was, but you can take a bus downtown and do things just like you would in a city.
Yeah, I grew up in San Francisco and trained and spent many years in New York City, and I can't think of a better city to live in than Ann Arbor. I love to play golf. There's ample opportunities to do that. I love to cook. Some of the greatest produce and farms out here in the Ann Arbor area. And as Dr. Martin said, Detroit is such a vibrant and up and coming and reinvigorated city with some amazing restaurants. And so I really couldn't think of a better place to live in Ann Arbor.
I would have to say that there's very few places where you can have such a small town experience with culturally diverse interactions and then go 5 to 10 miles outside the city limits and be in a rural area with farming, which we enjoy, animals, all kinds of parks. There's so many parks around here that are huge parks that have many amenities to them that this is one of the most attractive places in the United States to live.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.